What's going on, guys? Stefan here, S&E's Garage. Today we're going to show you just how easy it is to replace the ball joints on a Kia Forte. So we're just putting our finishing touches on this Kia before we can go ahead and put it up for sale. And when I went ahead and drove it, I didn't like the way the front end felt. It had a little bit of memory steer. So when you would hit the brakes, it would, the steering wheel would go off center. It didn't act like it was pulling, but it felt like the front end was shifting. So we're going to go ahead and replace the lower ball joints. They feel tight, but so does everything else. And just because of the way these tires wore here on the outer edge, that is indicative of a worn ball joint. So we're going to go ahead and replace them. They're super easy, 3 bolts. They come right out. So the first thing we're going to do here is go ahead and pull that cotter pin and then remove this castle bolt or nut, and then we're going to strike the lower control arm with a hammer right here until it releases. Alright guys, we went ahead and removed this cotter pin. The new ball joints do come with cotter pins. We went with some ultra powers. I'll show them to you in just a minute, and I will also leave them in the video description below. In case you decide to purchase them, you can purchase from that link, and it does help us here at S&E's Garage out, and we do greatly appreciate it when you guys purchase things from those links. So for those of you that do, thank you. But we're gonna go ahead, this looks like it's gonna be a 17mm castle nut. Let me just double check that. And we're gonna go ahead and remove it. Yep, that's a 17. So let's grab our impact gun. All right, now we're gonna go ahead, like I said before, we're gonna use a hammer and we're gonna strike the control arm right here, and that should jounce the ball joint loose, and then we can get it out of the control arm. Just saw it move. Now we can use a pry bar here. Just like that. Ball joint is now out. This one's still pretty tight, but now I can go ahead and remove the 2 bolts that hold the ball joint into the steering knuckle. They are also 17mm. There's one. And there's 2. Here's the old ball joint. Alright guys, here's our new Ultra Power. See, it is a metal construction, obviously, but it has a built-in dust boot, which I like. And it also comes with a new cotter pin and a new castle bolt, or nut, which is really nice. So we're going to go ahead and throw this bad boy in. Now, I do not believe it matters which side goes where. So let's just go ahead and get these bolts here started that go into the knuckle, which is proving to be a little bit tricky here with the control arm in the way, but we'll get it. There we go, there's one started. Okay, now I just have to find the second one. There it is, still in my wrench. Alright, we're going to go ahead and grab our impact gun. And I'm just going to lightly tighten them both. And now give them the final ugga-dugga. Okay. Now we can go ahead and slip the ball joint into the control arm. It's fighting us a little bit. I have to move that joint a little bit. There we go.
And then it should go right in. Try to move that joint a little bit more. Okay, now we can go ahead and get our new castle nut here. Zip it on, you don't got to kill it. Does the old one work? Kind of like the design of the old one a little bit better. Yeah, let's use the old one. Okay, and you just want to snug it up and then put the final tightening on it to get your cotter pin hole to line up like so. And then you just bend your cotter pin. Just like that, you replaced the ball joint on your Kia Forte. Let's go ahead, do the other side. Alright guys, and just like that, you went ahead and replaced the front lower ball joints on your Kia Forte. Again, everything we used, including the ball joints, video description below. If this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.